Hi, Erin. Thanks for joining me today.
That's all right. No worries.
So we've just both come back from the amazing conference in Queensland regarding Creatrix and the changes that are happening there. So when did you first get introduced to Creatrix?
Think it was maybe 2018, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just seems like a lifetime ago, actually. So, yeah, I think it was probably 2018, 2019, somewhere around there.
Yeah,
Mm.
cool. And how would you explain Creatrix to women out there?
It's really challenging because I think it means different things for different people. But
Mhm.
for me, it really is hearing the things that you need to hear in a way that you need to hear them, because people can say to you, or just get over it, or just move past it, or just do these things. And no matter how much we try, we still don't do that for ourselves. So for me, Creatrix was hearing what I needed to hear in the way that I needed to hear it to then allow me to step forward and do what it is that I do.
Absolutely awesome. So, what was one of the main things that drew you to Creatrix in the first place?
I really had no clue what it was all about, actually. I was just at that breaking point. It was having lots of issues with my daughter, who was then about 13, 14, and I was really at a loss. I had no clue what to do. I was feeling really hurt and just about ready to give up because I really just had no idea about how to move forward and how to change things. And I saw this retreat. I had no clue what it was, but I just knew that I needed to go and do something because I needed to. Actually, I don't even know why I needed to go and do something. I just felt like I needed to do something. But it was at that retreat that I experienced Creatrix for the first time. As I said, I had no clue what it was, but I felt an immediate lift from my shoulders and a weight had just been gone, and I felt okay. And for somebody that hadn't felt okay for, I don't know how long, I can't even remember, to just feel okay and to feel that weight lifted was just incredible.
Mm-hmm. And how has that affected your children now, your daughter
Oh,
now?
yeah, great, great. We have a great relationship now. We still have our ups and downs. We still have our clashes. Like, she's a teenager, so of course you're going to have clashes with your kids. But the difference is I don't react to everything. I don't take everything so personally. I still feel hurt at different times, but not to the extent like I did. She now has recently just moved out and rings me and asks me how to do things, and she won't give me a cuddle, but she'll stand there like very straight so I can put my arms around her, whereas I couldn't do any of that stuff before. So she sends me messages, she checks in with me, I check in with her. We have, it's just totally different to how it was. We couldn't even be in the same room together because we would just be at each other all the time. And I had two other kids, young kids, and I was like, I just don't know what to do here. I just can't do this and do that with them. So yeah, the relationship with her in particular is like chalk and cheese. It is so good now. And it's also impacted the way that I parent the other two, in that I am more tolerant, I am more understanding, I am more open, I am calmer. I don't lose the plot when they're arguing and fighting. So I just allow myself to, I suppose, not be in their shoes, but I just show up calmly and gently so then they can express whatever it is that they need to express, and then we just sort of work through it. So yeah, it has changed the relationships with everybody.
Wow, that sounds like huge changes in your
Massive.
household.
massive changes. It changes the whole dynamic, because then she would go to school cranky and I would go to work cranky. So then I would be emotional at work and she'd be needing time out away from the house because she didn't want to be here. And, that just impacts everybody. So it's not just the two of us, but it impacts her school. It impacts my work. It impacts the other kids in the house, my husband, just every single relationship. So to be able to resolve that and support her and move forward with her challenges that she's had has just been totally life-changing.
Wow, thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah, it's pretty major, isn't it? Like, you don't really think about it, but remembering back to how bad it was and where I was at that point, I couldn't see a way forward at all to now be like 4 or 5 years down the track and it be a totally different relationship is just incredible.
Absolutely, it sure is. And so if you could say something to women out there that are sitting on the fence or considering potentially doing Creatrix, what would you say to them?
If you feel that it sounds okay, then I would just say take a chance and just do it, because I had no clue what it was, but something inside of me just said I needed to do it and I needed to go away. And actually, when I was at that retreat, I said, this is what I want to do. It took me another 12 months to commit to being able to facilitate and do this for other women, but it has changed absolutely everything in my whole life. So to be able to have that peace and that calmness and that confidence and the strength to just step forward. And I am doing amazing things at the moment, which I never thought I could ever possibly do, because I never thought I was good enough, and I never thought that anybody would want to listen to me and that nobody would ever want me to do anything. So yeah, it just is really a game changer. So if you're feeling like you need something but you're not sure what, I would just say give it a go, because you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
100%. I can't agree with you any more than that. For me, it was a gateway to me even doing this.
Yeah, and look, I am hosting workshops now. I have changed jobs recently. I was at my last job for 26 years and I never thought that I could possibly do anything else, because I wasn't good enough or capable, and they'll figure it out that I have no clue what I'm doing. I'm speaking confidently. I'm doing all these amazing things, dreaming big, whereas I never thought I could do anything before.
Wow, it changes.
It changes everything, just absolutely everything. So, and I'm running. I've completed some ultra marathons, so 50-kilometer races. Smash it at park run every week. My smash it. It's not necessarily the fastest, but for me, I smash it. My exercise is a focus. I'm putting myself out there, so it just impacts your whole world. And when your whole world changes, you show up so much happier, your relationships are better, you are engaged with people, you want to be present, you're just happier overall, and you just can't fake that.
Yes.
People can tell when you're putting it on, but the amount of people that say you just look so much happier, and it's like, oh really? I don't try to be, I just am. It's just what's happening at the moment. So it really has changed absolutely everything for me.
Wow, that is so cool to hear. Like, yeah, thank you so much for like speaking so freely and openly here for, not just my benefit. Like, I love hearing these stories, but, like for people out there as well, just so that they can understand the impact that this is having on people's lives. Like, this isn't just one or two women we're talking about here. This is many.
And what I love is that it's women from all different backgrounds, with all different problems, with all different experiences,
Yeah.
and everybody has an outcome that is next level, which is just crazy because, you're not, it's not cookie cutter, one size fits all. It's the one program, but everyone gets a different outcome because we all hear exactly what we need to hear at the time we need to hear it in a way that we need to hear it. So it's just so specific, but collective. Like it changes everybody, So yeah, it's been life changing.
Oh, I love it. Thank you so much for sharing, Erin. I
That's
really
all right.
appreciate your time today, and I'll see you soon.
No worries.